We are back with another review, and today we got a year in review. This is going to be my top 10 pops that were dropped in 2019, plus my favorite pop of 2019. But I'll tell you that after we go through the list of my top 10. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review, because today we're going to be going through the top pops that they have dropped since January to now, December of 2019. So first, right out the gate, we got a throwback here from the beginning of the year. This is going to be the Entertainment Earth exclusive Scrooge McDuck. So we got him in the red tunic here with his #1 dime right there, which is gold for some reason. But that's neither here nor there. Scrooge McDuck Entertainment Earth exclusive red tunic. This is awesome. So this is definitely a good one to start everything off with. We'll put him over there. Next, we have a recent drop. This is an NYCC drop and straight regular drop, I guess you could say. So we have the Mandalorian pop. This is going to be, like I said, there's some of these have two, I guess, variations. So we're going to bring out both of them because they're both probably my favorite. So just like this one, you have Pistol Mandalorian and you have Rifle Mandalorian here. So one was the convention exclusive this year from New York, and one was just a standard one that you get, the common one. Definitely dig this pop. Great show. It has reignited my fandom in Star Wars, which is great. There's a lot of memes out there that kind of talk about how people, kind of got reignited as well in regards to the Mandalorian, kind of bringing it out of them. So the Mandalorian pop is definitely probably my favorite one from the entire wave that they're dropping right now, until they drop the Yoda, which is going to be 2020. So this is 2019. So those two are going to be my two favorite drops from the first wave of the Mandalorian. Next, we have a #1 in the new series they're dropping here, Pop Golf. So we have Tiger Woods from the Pop Golf line. Definitely dig Tiger Woods as a golfer. He's a legend for sure, and I like how they're doing a Pop Golf line. I think it's going to be awesome to hopefully see an exclusive with maybe Tiger Woods with the green jacket. It would just be neat to see other golfers in a series of the Pop Golf line. Now, I imagine they're probably going to be doing more developments in that as we get closer into 2020. We got the Masters coming up. We have there's a lot of stuff going on. So golf-wise, hopefully we can sit tight and see that line grow, and that'll definitely be one that I'm going to be collecting. So next we got on the list is a recent drop. We have the 3-pack Huey, Dewey, and Louie drop right here. So the Huey, Dewey, and Louie drop, this was a Funko Shop drop. They did this on like a Wednesday. This was their Halloween little drop here, and yeah, definitely a great pickup if you were able to grab these. I'm glad personally that they did not do this in a 3-pack, that it's actually a 3-piece set. Personally, I think that's amazing that they did it like that versus them doing a 3-pack. Usually the 3-packs tend to get damaged more, a little bit harder to display. The 3-piece one like this is nice as well. So I like that 3-piece Huey, Dewey, and Louie set. That was a Halloween drop, so that was definitely, I collect all the DuckTales sets, so for me that is a must pick up, just like the Scrooge was in the beginning. If you drop something Scrooge McDuck, DuckTales, Batman, probably going to get it. Well, unless it's like the new Justice League Ben Affleck Batman. So that's neither here nor there. Next on the list, we got another #1. We got Dale Earnhardt. Now, if you watch my recent drop on him, I did a little review with him and like a little pop ride that I came up with, a little concept that I found. But I really like this this pop. This is another great line, just like the Pop Golf. So like definitely two sports that I'm a fan of watching, at least, or participating in, at least at the thing. I do like car racing, NASCAR, circle track racing, definitely cool. And Dale Earnhardt's definitely a legend, so it's nice to have the first one in that particular set as well. We started a few sets this year. I believe they started like Pop Comics, Pop Artists. They got like Pop, I think actually Pop Icons started this year too. Just regular icons, because I think it started, from my understanding, I thought Pop Icons started with what was it? The 4th of July wave with the presidents and like, the Riveter. They did that wave, and then they kind of did other stuff with icons. They did like Edgar Allan Poe with NYCC. But anyway, they started a few lines this year, and NASCAR is one that I'm glad that they started. And getting the first one here. The next one, I do have Richard Petty on the way, and I'm sure we'll pick up a few of these other ones. We'll probably get Junior. We'll probably get Gordon. We'll probably get Kyle Busch, and we'll probably get Kevin Harvick. Definitely get Kevin Harvick for sure, but I don't know about the Elliots. But well, anyway, neither here nor there. We got Dale Earnhardt right here. That's the first one in the NASCAR line, which is totally cool. Definitely a great drop. If you're into the starting sets from the beginning, we named a few today. We even got the Mandalorian. That's the beginning of its own set too. The Mandalorian pop is the first one in the line, and the last one in that wave is actually the NYCC exclusive, because it goes from 326 to 330, and there's like Cara Dune, IG-11, and Kuil or whatever. He's in the middle. So anyway, next on the list, we got a Batman drop. This is Batman Gamer from the Gamer Box. This is an amazing drop for me. Especially playing games and being a gamer itself, like having, Batman variation of the gamer version, because I've seen them do like a Hello Kitty gamer. They've done like Mini Gamer, Mickey Mouse. They've done all these other gamers with characters, but seeing them do actual Batman, they did all the other ones too. I mean, they did 3 Marvel ones, they did 2 DC ones, pretty cool. I'm glad they did the DC one with just Batman and Joker. It wasn't like a 3 set, kind of like the Marvel one, but it made it a little bit more special, I guess you could say, doing the Joker and the Batman only and not having like a filler one, some random character. I mean, maybe if they did like Gamer Harley Quinn, that kind of would have been cool too. But Gamer Batman is definitely on my list of faves. We had the Chase, which is him seated, and then we have the standing gamer pose. And the head sculpt is exactly the same on both. It's just the body is just different on that. So the Chase is going to be him seated. So next on the list, we got a Marvel Collector Core drop. This is a fave of mine, one of my favorites from the entire year for the whole box line subscription. This is going to be my Year of the Villain Thanos. So we got the Marvel Collector Core Thanos here, which is the classic comic book Thanos. There's the first appearance right there on the back. Amazing. He was first appeared in the Invincible Iron Man, number 55, Thanos. That is him gauntletless. It's just him in his standard garb and his little blue tunic. So there is classic comic book Thanos. Really dig the Marvel 80 Years line. They've brought it back from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and brought it back into the comic realm with these, and I really dig that. And the Marvel Collector Core Thanos came with a partner in the box. It was Loki, so that was great too. But out of all the Marvel 80 Years pops, I'd probably say this Thanos is definitely my favorite out of the ones that they've dropped so far. Or this year, I should say, because they have had some ones that they're going to be dropping next year, like Vulture and the first appearance of Spider-Man. That's dropping in like February of 2020, and that's in the 80 Years line, and those are going to be sick too. So, but for 2019, this Thanos is definitely my favorite. Year of the Villain, Marvel Collector Core Edition, Thanos, amazing. So, next on the list, we're going to have the Futura Boba Fett, sealed in a hard stack, Target exclusive. They did the Vader so far. We have C-3PO coming out, R2-D2. We got a Jawa coming out. We got a lot of stuff coming out with the Futura line. I think they only did one drop of clothes, which was going to be the Boba Fett related line. They did one kind of abstract Star Wars one, but it still had the Boba Fett camo pattern on the words. So I think that's the only clothing that they're going to drop. But for what I know is they have 3 more launches. But the first one happened, and it was Boba Fett, and this was the one I was most excited for. They did a 10-inch, two versions of a 10-inch bobbler with this as well, a black and a burgundy one. But this one had the camo pattern, and this one is super sick. So dig this one for sure. This is definitely a hot drop. If you're a hype beast in the Funko community and you like these hype beast type products, these limited drops, you're a sticker fiend, whatever it might be, this is something that might twinkle your eye even if you're not a Star Wars fan. So this is something for me. This is a hot pickup. This is something you're definitely going to want to grab and have in your collection. Even though the market kind of got flooded with a lot of these Boba Fetts, definitely something down the road. I mean, you got to understand, people are going to be taking them out of these hard stacks, these plastics. Keep yours in the plastic. If you want one out of the plastic, buy an additional one. I mean, they got them on $7 a pop right now for like $34. So if you really want one, you're hard up to take it out of the stack, buy an additional one, take that one out of the stack, but make sure you always save one that's sealed. This is the first pop that I have seen Funko drop in a hard stack and sealed like this. So that should say enough of it in itself. You should definitely keep one inside a sealed hard stack. So Boba Fett Futura, definitely going to make the list. Next on the list, we got another Funko Shop drop. This one is going to be classic, iconic Garfield. So we got Pop Comics here. I didn't even know that there was a line here, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, they did have a Ziggy. So I do know they have like Ziggy and other characters. So maybe this isn't a new line that they have dropped. But they definitely dropped some new lines this year. Pop Artist, I know that is a new line. The NASCAR one, the Pop Golf. But in this wave, you had regular standard Garfield crossed arms, you had Odie, and then you had the Funko Shop exclusive I Hate Mondays mug Garfield, which is so iconic of Garfield. This is just suits the icon that is Garfield so well. The I Hate Mondays mug, he's got the look on his face like, just don't give me any nonsense today. The other ones, he's kind of smiling and Odie kind of looks happy, but in this one, he is clearly not taken any BS today. So this is probably a perfect pop too for people to display out of box, especially if you have a desk or something at work where there's coworkers around. This is definitely probably a funny addition to your desk. And as a collector of classic PVC Garfield little minifigures, this is something that is right up my alley because it's like identical to the way Garfield actually is, done. All the striping is perfect on this one. We did an out-of-box review on this. Go check that out. I did an out-of-box review on all these pops, so go check that out if you're looking to see some of these out-of-box and a little more up close. But I Hate Mondays from the Funko Shop is a superb drop, and it's definitely an iconic way to put Garfield, is with that mug just like that. So that was perfect. That was an amazing drop. So another thing that I've also got, I guess another thing I could say that got me into People Pops is the next one on the list here, and we're going to go grab it. So this is the Ty Webb Caddyshack Pop. This is the next one in the line over here. Now, the Caddyshack Pops was the first, well, I guess it was the first People Pop line that I put together, because the second one would be the Office Space one. But the People Pop line never really interested me because they kind of all look the same, to be honest with you. But this was a line that kind of drew me in. The Caddyshack line, one, it's an iconic movie, but two, this character, particularly Ty Webb, his chase version with the blindfold, the na-na-na-na blindfold, this is awesome. Like, when I saw this, I said, this is a pay attention to detail that, like, no other company is doing. When it comes to being, like, a fan of Caddyshack, having a chase of this particular pop right here it's very iconic, especially if you're a fan of Chevy Chase and his classic throwback characters. They did a lot of exclusives with this wave. They did a Flocked Gopher, you got the Chase Ty Webb, and you got the FYE exclusive Judge Smales. They didn't do anything with Cervic, they didn't do anything with Carl, but other than that, the exclusives that they did drop with this was more than the other People Pop waves at the time that they were doing, because the Office Space one only had like 2 exclusives, I think. But this one had 3, so that was great on that part. But anyway, Ty Webb limited edition chase. I think this is definitely an iconic drop that they did this year. The Caddyshack line itself, yes, but the fact that they did the detail of the blindfold, this is a perfect variation for Ty Webb, the chase. So this is a true fan who designed this wave at Funko. So that is the last one for my top 10 Funko Pops for 2019. Now, if you stuck around to the end of this video and you want to hear about my top Funko Pop for 2019, you're probably wondering why it hasn't been featured thus far. My top pick for my top Funko Pop of 2019 is going to be this Batman one. It's going to be the Hush, Batman Hush, the Jim Lee collection from GameStop. It's a GameStop exclusive. There he is perched on the rooftop right there. Pretty awesome. And this was a variation where the cape kind of cowled around him. Beautiful the way that this one is sculpted. This is one of my favorite pops in my collection. The Batman Hush is something that'll always stay in my collection. I might sell off sets as I go through and thin things out, but the Hush line of the Jim Lee pops, they're going to be in there forever. So we got the Jim Lee Deluxe, the Hush Batman. This is my top pick for 2019. If you slept on this in January, once these are out of circulation, probably in another 6 months or so, and the price starts going back up to $40 on these and above, that's when you're going to start seeing the collector's value on these. And also, you have to understand this. These Hush Batmans and the Hush line of pops and the Jim Lee Deluxe pops, there were a lot of issues with the box frame getting damaged, a lot of things getting damaged with the windows. I mean, a lot of damage has happened to these pops. So you have to understand, even though there might be a lot out there in circulation, there's not going to be a lot out there in mint condition. So some of these larger pops, or like these specialty pops that are sealed in hard stacks like we did before, those are pops that save them the way that they come. If you want a second one to open out of box, which I do have a second one of these for out of box. If you don't remember, we did a video of this where I unboxed it and it was destroyed. So that one's my out-of-box one, and then I got a brand new minty one to replace it. So, but again, get a second one for out-of-box and use that one for display purposes, because when it comes to pops, like this that are very delicate and have very delicate borders like this, very delicate frames, the boxes have, if they're mint, keep them that way. Get a box, get a pop protector box for it. You can go check out $7 a pop. There's a link down in the description. For all different size pop needs, you can go find yourself a pop protector down there. And yeah, definitely. Jim Lee Deluxe Batman is my top pick. So let me know down in the comments below, what's your top pick out of the ones that I went through today? And what's also your top pick for the top pop of the year? What's your favorite pop that they dropped in 2019? Like straight up, January to December, not something that's announced for next year, not Baby Yoda, nothing like that. Just pops that they dropped from January to December of this year. So let me know that down in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, subscribe for more, because I do reviews every single day. So be on the lookout for that, and have a great rest of your day.